Dear students, today we know about DNA and its application. Now, first we have a questionnaire before you that what is DNA and how it replicates. Then DNA is a chain of polydeoxyribonucleotides. These are the nucleotides made up of three components. Nucleotide contains nitrogen base that are of two types. One is purine, another is pyrimidines. The purines are the adenine and guanine, whereas pyrimidines are three, that is cytosine, uracil, and thymine. Now, in DNA, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine are there. Similarly, in RNA, they are adenine, guanine, but in place of thymine, there is uracil as pyrimidines is found in RNA. RNA is also a ribonucleotide chain, but in place of deoxyribose sugar, it contains ribose sugar. Now, how nucleotides and nucleosides are formed? The nucleotides are the combination of nitrogen base plus sugar plus phosphate. Now, if adenine is the nitrogen base, sugar is ribose, and then phosphate is joined with it, it becomes a ribonucleotide, that is AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Similarly, if it is DNA, then deoxyribose sugar will be there, and this will become DAMP, that is deoxyribonucleotide, D-adenosine monophosphate. Now, what is double helical model of DNA? The double helical model of DNA was given by Watson and Crick in 1953. Watson and Crick has proposed the model with the help of two another scientists. They are the M.H.F. Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. Now, what is properties of double helical model of DNA? The double helical model of DNA contains two strands. One is positive strand, then another is negative strand. Or these strands are always anti-parallel to each other. One is 5 days, 3 days, and another is 3 days, 5 days. The 5 days and 3 days are the free ends of sugars. So we call it as 5 days, 3 days. The sugars are combined together with a phosphodiester bond by phosphate. Two sugar molecules are having phosphate in between them. Now, DNA is having nitrogen bases pairing. Adenine always pairs with thymine with double hydrogen bond, whereas cytosine always pairs with guanine by triple hydrogen bond. Now, how DNA replicates? The DNA replication is the process of multiplication or copying of the DNA. It is also called as duplication. Now, where replication takes place? The replication takes place in eukaryotes in nucleus, whereas it is in cytoplasm in prokaryotes. Then, when it replicates, DNA replicates during cell cycle, because whenever there is a division in the cell, then it divides into, it duplicates into two strands, because the dividing cells will get each copy of DNA into it. So, during cell cycle in the S phase, or you can say the synthetic phase is the stage where DNA duplicates, because in a cell cycle there are four stages are there. One is G1 phase, another is S phase, then third is G2 phase, and finally the division phase, that is called the M phase. Now DNA replicates and produces two copies of DNA in S phase, and therefore in this G2 phase the cell becomes 4n, and finally by the division, as if mitosis is there, then 2 cells are produced, whereas in meiosis 4 cells are produced which are haploid in nature. Now, how DNA replicates? What hypothesis has been given for DNA replication? There are three hypotheses are there for DNA replication. First is a conservative mode of replication, another is semi-conservative mode of replication, and third is dispersive mode of replication. Then what is the difference between all these three types? In conservative mode of replication, the whole copy of DNA is formed new, whereas in semi-conservative mode of replication, the one strand of DNA remains old and another strand of DNA forms new, whereas in dispersive mode of replication, the DNA strand has erratic, or in pieces the new strand and old strand is mixed together. But experimentally, as by Messelson and Stahl, they have proved that there is semi-conservative mode of replication of DNA is there. Now, what are the enzymes and the requirements for replication of DNA? For DNA replication, there should be some deoxynucleotides, which are the building blocks of DNA, and few important enzymes which are required for DNA replication. These enzymes are DNA helicase, then DNA topoisomerase, then single strand binding proteins, endonucleases, DNA polymerase first, second, and third, RNA polymerase, and DNA ligase. Now, how DNA replicates, how it starts its process? There is always formation of replication fork during DNA replication. The replication fork is formed in the a part of DNA that is firstly unwinded. The DNA helicase, the first enzyme which take a role in the unwinding of DNA, because we know DNA is very folded spring-like structure. So firstly the DNA helicase enzyme unfold the windings of DNA. Then this another enzyme, that is endonuclease, which cuts hydrogen bonds between these two strands. So now these two strands becomes free, but they are coiled together, as you saw in the rope. When one strand of rope is loosened, then they remain to have a tendency of holding again. So the another enzyme, that is called as single stranded binding protein, which bind these two strands separately, and the enzyme topoisomerase removes all these windings in single strand. It cuts the single strands and remove all the coiling or winds into them, and then again it is joined together. Now when replication fork has been prepared, the two strands are formed as a platform for the DNA replication. The first strand, that is leading strand, and another strand, that is lagging strand. On both the strands, for the formation of DNA, that is always in 5 days 3 days direction, the formation of DNA firstly requires a RNA primer on the 5 days end. That RNA primer is synthesized by the RNA polymerase enzyme. The RNA polymerase enzyme forms a small RNA primer on the 5 days end, and then DNA polymerase comes into the action. The DNA polymerase takes a nucleotide from the pool and goes to the RNA primer, and depending on the single strand of DNA, the opposite nucleotide is deposited on RNA primer. For example, if on DNA strand first nucleotide is adenine, then A or adenosine deoxyadenosine monophosphate, then it will deposit thymine monophosphate opposite to it, because you know there is always pairing adenine with thymine, and if cytosine is there, then DNA polymerase will arrange guanosine opposite to it, and in such a form there is DNA polymerase deposits so many nucleotides from 5 days to 3 days action on leading strand continuously. Now another strand, that is called a lagging strand, on which DNA is formed always in fragments. Okazaki 1968 has said that on lagging strand DNA is always in pieces, and therefore so many RNA primers are formed on this strand, and small pieces of DNA are formed by DNA polymerase. DNA polymerase deposits small fragments of DNA on the RNA primers, and therefore all these fragments are called as Okazaki fragments. Finally, when on both the strands, leading and lagging strands, DNA is synthesized, then there is proofreading of the newly synthesized strand, and for this the DNA polymerase first moves on it, and it removes all the RNA primers and synthesizes new DNA segments between those all RNA primers, and DNA ligase seals all the ends, and finally the newly synthesized DNA strands. So in this